Welcome back to day 23 of the Drive-In Exploitation Challenge. Got in a few films today. One up is Hellbent by Richard Casey, the same guy that did Horror House on Highway 5, which is bad. This film is not any better. It's the same. It really boils down to the story, the script, and the acting. It's just threadbare and poorly done. The story is about a rocker that he's terrible. I mean, he's a musician that's basically, he doesn't realize he's terrible, but he does realize enough that he's not going to get to where he wants to be without selling his soul to the devil, which is what he does. And that's how the story plays out, is his his rise and fall. It's painful watch. I'm surprised Vinegar Syndrome picked this title to put out, but they did a great job. It's scanned and restored from the 35mm original camera negative. It looks great. There's a commentary track with the director, which I can't wait to listen to. I love listening to directors and the background on really, really bad movies, because this one's pretty bad. It's just dull. The acting is dull, and the story is very thin. There's moments of interesting engagement, particularly this satanic henchmen that go around terrorizing other people and killing them off. That's pretty. It's pretty interesting, but beyond that, it's a difficult watch. So that's Hellbent. Next up is Bloodbeat. Now, Bloodbeat is a shot-on-video film from 1983, directed by a guy named Fabrice Zafiratos. Never heard of him. He's a writer and composer. Although his only two composing credits and writing credits are Bloodbeat and one other film. So it's kind of hard to, his filmography is not too deep. Bloodbeat is a strange film, but this is a great release of a strange film. Great slipcover. It's embossed. Vinegar Syndrome did a great job on this. It's another scan from 35mm original negative, and it's got a commentary track with the director, which I cannot wait to listen to, and a video interview. The film is about a possession, if you will, a house in Wisconsin that ends up being terrorized and possessed by the ghost of a samurai. So you get this mysterious figure that's going around in a samurai garb, gutting people with swords and things like that. In between the kills, it's pretty dull stuff. It's hard to watch. There's a lot of filler in this. It probably should have only been about 75 minutes, quite honestly. But it was a decent one-time watch. But again, it's a film sorely lacking in acting and directing and story. I mean, it's just a very threadbare story. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo. I still recommend the release. And I will check out the special features in May. Here's the alternate artwork. So yeah, if you haven't picked up Bloodbeat, I would recommend doing so. I think all these films the last few days I've shown you were part of a Hamilton book sale. I did not pay more than $10-12 for each of these, which is probably why I ended up buying them. I knew they were not good, but I love Vinegar Syndrome so much that I have to support them even when they do titles like this. But I have to admit, bad movie, great release. Next up is some 1970s grindhouse sleaze. Don't Go in the House, 1979. This film made the Video Nasties list, as it is really a gritty, grimy, I need to take a shower type film, but it is a great movie. It pulls no punches. The film was directed by a guy named Joseph Ellison. And the plot is basically a guy that's been abused by his mother decides to get back at women in general by using a flamethrower and just burning them alive. It doesn't pull any punches. And the first kill, in fact, in this film I think it was one of the reasons this film got banned as a video nasty. In fact, it's still banned in some countries. I'm not sure which ones, but there's some countries that still have this thing banned. It's one of those. This is one of those rare films that it's low budget, but it works in a lot. It actually is very reminiscent in a way of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's gritty, grimy, realistic docudrama story. The way it tells the story in kind of that realistic docudrama style is so effective. Very much like the original Texas Chainsaw. It's an ugly, nasty little film that doesn't pull any punches, and it's seedy, but it works on so many different levels. It's just a very nihilistic film. The guy that stars in this is a guy named Dan Grimaldi, and I thought he was fantastic in it. He's actually was in The Sopranos too. I didn't realize that. But he's, I think he's fantastic in this film. Very believable portrayal, and a very cool killer. I mean, you dress up in this flame retardant suit, helmet and suit. It looks like he's going into surgery in the OR, and then he's got his flamethrower. Awesome stuff. Special features on this release from Scorpion is a new HD scan. Looks great. Audio commentary with the star, an interview with the star, and a couple of other interviews and featurettes. I can't wait to break into all the special features on this Scorpion release, but I highly recommend Don't Go in the House if you have not seen it or you do not have this copy of this Scorpion release. Okay, well that will wrap up day 23. Appreciate you watching.